comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. No good up high. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Goes for the throw. Player one has the life lead. What's the play here? Big counter. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Throws them. What's next? Drive rush. Gets in their face. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Gets the parry in, and adds some pressure. The fighters springs forward with the drive rush. Sneaks in above. You've got to be mindful of drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and... Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Can't tech the throw? Difficult situation for a throw. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Limited resources at hand right now. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Player two KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them. Still very early in the round. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Drive rush to keep it going. Hits them with a stopping block. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Charging in with the drive rush. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. What'll happen here? Risky up-close scrap still going. They're knocked down. Here comes the mix-up. Springs forward with the drive rush. Going in. Escapes with the reversal. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Not going anywhere. Hold your breath, run in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Yoga fire. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Teleports. That connects with the throw. Super clutch corners. Springs forward with the drive rush. What now? Forward rush. They push their way out of the corner. Amazing. Fires off an overdrive arrow. Hits the drive. Drops him hard. Plenty of them betting it all on the drive rush. Player two needs to wait. Knew the throw was coming. Drive rush. Reversal. They're below. Oh my God, what a throw test. Closes in. Fighting backwards. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. A reaction god. Flatline zone. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Yoga fire. Smart play with the throw. Locks them down with the arch. Throws them. What's next? Lots of aggression from both sides. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Grabs them. Taking stock. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Parries the attack. All right, what's coming up next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Big low reaching heavy. Player 2 chases them down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Throws them to negate the block. Early round decisions are springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. All right, what's coming up next? Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Goes for the drive rush there. Hits them with his free throw. They're going for the super art. Merciless yoga. Dalsum just straight up slapping the taste out of their mouth. This is gonna hurt and humiliate. Teleport. That's gonna rattle them. Yoga sets up with the jump in. Player 2 reversal. Drive rush. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Forward rush. Gets them with a Euro step. Looks like they want. Oh, kisses the fireball. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Low heavy? What's the play here? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Throws them down. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on, add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive game. Burnout is triggered. Throws them to negate the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next? They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Reacts to the throw. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with his free throw. Knockdown. Took him to the corner in a flash. Still slugging it out after but strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Nice parry. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Lets off a yoga fire. Drive gauge. Anti-air in the clutch. Flips it. All in with a rush. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? KO. Only gonna make them stronger. Are these two gonna fight forever? Projectile to try and change the situation. Good anti-air. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 1 has the life lead. Who's going to break the silence first? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Starts with a jump in. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The pressure is so intense here. Trying to read each other here? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. This is a tough KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Pokes with a medium kick. Parry! Breaks those shins. Hits them with a stop and bop. Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Springs forward with the drive rush. Jump. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Misses the grab. Going in, drive rush to keep it going. Super. This can lead to some big damage. taking chunks out of each other here. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Hold your breath. Gets tagged by the fireball. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Starts off zoning with fireballs. The low kick connects. Player one with the life lead. What are they thinking here? Throws them. What's next? They break things off to take a quick breather. Slips the grab. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That attack landed for KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big, low, reaching heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Experiencing burnout. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the jump in. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Hits him with his free flow. You've gotta be mindful of reaching jump ins at this range. Rush. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Grabs and throws him away. What'll happen here? Yoga fire. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that. Setting it all on the drive rush. Noticeable life distance leads to some big damage. Finishes with the throw. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Fires off a Yoga Comet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Uses a drive parry against the attack. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Picks the drive reversal. They can't even get sneezed on here. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Okay, they trade hits. Yoga fire there. Uses the parry. Keeps them, springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Look at drive rush to keep it going. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Big throws. Going in. There's a change of sides. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and breaks those shins. Barely blocks the jump in. Spends a little drive gauge, but they're all in with a rush. They're spacing drive rush. Ooh, you never know what springs forward with the drive rush. Forward rush. Pokes with a medium kick. Throw is denied. Comet to make something happen. Betting it all on the drive rush. Oh, drive rush to keep it going. Tensions are running high. Both of them can finish this now. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. 100 counter on the action. Makes smart, comes off the tank and scores the win. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.